For DJ Mustard, why is the street saying you paid for Drakeo the Ruler's alleged killer's bond? Why are they saying that? I thought you and Drakeo was cool. I thought.
See, here's the thing. Nobody's ever been arrested in connection with the unalignment of Drakeo the Ruler, so Flakko's presenting it in a way as if this man had been arrested, but now because he's free, he's saying that DJ Mustard paid the bond. That's not what happened. The dude that Flakko continuously has been blaming for the unalignment of Drakeo the Ruler, number one, did not do it, because if he did do it, he'd be in jail right now, considering the fact that he's on house arrest. But even deeper than that, Flakko just kind of has like a vendetta against this guy. I'm not really sure what his rhyme and reasoning is, but it's icky, Mickey, Vicky, tricky, and sticky. You feel me? So let's jump into this content.
Y'all squash y'all beef before he died.
Let me ask you this. I saw that you, back in the day, you had a relationship with Mustard. He tried to sign you.
Yeah.
You essentially kind of obviously didn't go that way.
Yeah, nah.
What's your relationship with him now? I feel like Mustard's... I feel like, back in the day, he had some issues with some people in the city.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's gotten past a lot of those issues.
Yeah.
And has he tapped in with you since you guys
He's straight. I talked to him. I was like, ain't no hard feelings. He's straight. He just told me basically just stay out the way, shit like that. Like, I'm like, yeah, I know that. Other than that, like, we cool. I ain't got no problems with him. I'm cool with everybody, man. I don't beef for nobody. I'm straight.
Hey, that's good, man. Yeah, that's how you stay out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I figured it out. Like, I was talking to my brother and people. They just like, we starting to think like people just want to beef with you on purpose so you could go back to jail again and they can get their little shine.
The person that people are identifying included an eyewitness as Drakeo the Ruler's killer is a gang member from Black P Stone called Frankenstone, aka Frank Williams, or Cinco5 on Instagram before he deactivated his IG. Drakeo was killed December 17th, 2021, and 2 years later, on the exact anniversary of Drakeo the Ruler's death, December 17th, 2023, Drakeo the Ruler's alleged killer murdered another man at a nightclub. What are the...
So you mean to tell me that this dude is out here just Hannibal Lectering, well, not Hannibal Lectering, but he's out here Michael Myers-ing it out and nobody's stopping him?
Somebody will commit a murder on the exact anniversary of their previous murder. It's as if they was...
Flakko, if he was out here doing this, nigga, he would be in jail. You making it seem like this nigga's like some video game supervillain. Like, bro, this is not even logical what you're saying.
Outside celebrating Drakeo the Ruler's death, which, again, I'm not them, so I can't confirm what they were celebrating. But, the coincidence lines up. Now, get this. The fashion in which he murdered this victim was the exact same way he murdered Drakeo the Ruler. He stabbed this victim in the...
Flakko, you gonna get a hell of a defamation suit, bro. You're gonna be hell of a defamation suit. A hell of a defamation suit. This is crazy. So you're saying this factually like you was there.
Neck. What are the odds? This is like a 1 in like a 5 millionth chance that somebody will stab somebody in the exact same fashion as they stabbed their previous victim on the exact same anniversary they stabbed their previous victim. This is mind-blowing, okay? I blurred out the victim because he has nothing to do with this whatsoever. But this is the most straightforward, clear-cut...
Neither does a nigga who you have blamed for this unalignment, bro. Nothing to do with this at all. This is crazy work, but all right.
...murder case you've ever seen, right? He followed the victim, which shows he wasn't in fear of his life whatsoever. The victim never pulls a weapon on him. The victim walks away multiple times, tries to get away, and then he stabbed the victim to death. This is the most clear-cut murder case I've ever seen. Now, this took place December 17th, like close to midnight, right? Because the overlap, was noted. This took place December 17th. The police responded to the scene December 18th. Victim was found dead December 18th. Let me tell you how incompetent LAPD is. This murder took place on camera in 4K for everybody to see in front of hundreds of witnesses. And it still took LAPD a year to get this dude in custody. And they ain't even arrest him. He turned himself in. See, September 3rd, 2024, Frank Williams, aka Frankenstone, voluntarily turned himself into LAPD's 77th Division. He was initially held without bond, just based on how cruel, how evil, how sinister, how bold, and how violent his murder was. He did this in front of hundreds of people on camera with no care in the world. So clearly he doesn't value life and he's a threat to society, of course. So they held him without bond. Now, they came back with a bond package, right, him and his attorneys, and they said, listen, man, no bond is not fair, it's unfair, right? And they listed their reasons why. Now, this is where the streets got to decide, because I'm not a street dude, so I can't tell you what quote-unquote snitching is. I mean, I can give you my opinion, but I can't really, define it. But they got to talking a lot, right? Saying different Crips organization names, how this Crip organization.
Now, this situation is tricky because Rockstar has given Flakko too much information about this topic. Now, will it come out later on in life? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. But Rockstar, Flakko's talking about that topic that you asked him not to talk about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And it's gonna wrap around and wrap around and wrap around that all this situation is going to end up pointing back at Rockstar in some sort of capacity, because Flakko is tap dancing on a very serious subject. Now, does this have anything to do with Drakeo the Ruler? No, not at all. Does it have to do with other people from South Central? Yes. Yes, it does. And it's a Mickey, Icky, Vicky, tricky, sticky situation. Rockstar, you might have said too much to this one, bro, because Flakko is giving out little trinklets and little gumdrops of information about this case, bro.
After them, I said, how is this allowed? One thing I did find interesting in his response for bond, he tells the court that he's a father of a 21-year-old daughter. He also tells the court that he's employed as a recording artist manager for multiple recording artists / groups. The reason why I found that interesting was because if you go to this video right here of Frankenstone, he's wearing a 10 Summers chain. If you know anything about DJ Mustard, you know that his record label is called 10 Summers. This is a legitimate label. He got LMA signed to him. He has a bunch of artists signed to him.
Boot up.
His label is called 10 Summers. And anybody who's affiliated with 10 Summers, they have the 10 Summer chain. So if Draco's alleged killer is wearing the 10 Summers chain while also claiming to the court that he works in the music industry, would I be wrong for assuming that he does business for DJ Mustard's label? Frankenstone also tells the court his life was in
Flakko is sick, bro.
danger. He tells the court that the victim approached him, told him to give him his chain, and if he doesn't give him his chain, he would down him and take the chain, and that's why he stabbed and killed the victim. Here's where it gets filthy. An active gang member from BPS called Carl Jordan, he came to court, he took the stand, and he testified in front of the courts that Frankenstone is telling the truth, that he witnessed everything, and that the victim told Frankenstone to give him his chain or he would down him. Mind you, this is somebody from Frankenstone's own gang. So of course, he would testify towards that. But here's where it gets even more ridiculous, okay? Here's where it gets even more ridiculous. So these are active gang members, right? They're Black Peace Stones, they're from the jungles. They live and die by a particular set of code. Well, they're in court bringing up another gang called West Boulevard Crip, right?
Rockstar. Oh boy, this one is gonna go wild.
This is 101.
Rockstar, you was talking too much, bro. You was talking too much, boy. You was talking too much. Man, I said I wasn't gonna say nothing else negative about you because we fighting a common enemy, but boy, if this is not terrible timing.
Page doctor, they brought them up on multiple occasions. So the BPS members are in court testifying that due to Frankenstone being a popular individual in the music industry and among celebrities, that it would be a trophy and bragging rights, the ultimate trophy and the ultimate bragging rights for the West Boulevard Crips to rob Frank for his gold diamond chain and 5X pendant. This is where they take it away from the victim and start to address all West Boulevard Crips. They testify that
Rockstar, that boy is flu-flamming you.
robbing Frank for his chain would immediately elevate the status of a West Boulevard Crip gang member. So BPS members are testifying in court that the West Boulevard Crips are out here trying to rob them for their chains, because robbing, one of them for their chains will elevate the status of a West Boulevard Crip gang member. What part of the game is this? Now, I'm sure there'll be a lot of politicking and picking, but what part of the game is this? When are gang members allowed to implicate rivals in a court of law? This is crazy. Ultimately, all that talking they did in court somewhat worked. Well, at least momentarily, because he went from no bond to being granted $1 million bond. And he was
the young Jefe.
able to bond out almost immediately after receiving $1 million bond. And he got the $1 million bond because he presented the West Boulevard Crips as threats. He presented them as people who are out here looking to snatch chains from certain gang members from where he's from. And because of that, he had to commit the crime he committed, which is nasty work. But here's the thing. Now, the streets are saying that DJ Mustard paid this dude's bond. Now, I heard from very credible sources, like people very connected to the situation, that DJ Mustard
Rockstar. Flakko's telling everything that you told him.
was who paid, like, Drakeo the Ruler's alleged killer's bond. I'm asking why. Now, DJ Mustard is from the jungles. They're from the same community. This dude was wearing a 10 Summers chain. If you're a DJ Mustard, why would you even want to connect yourself to a dude like this? Because you know what people are already thinking, right? Like, Drakeo and YG beef started because Drakeo didn't sign a DJ Mustard. That was the beginning of that beef. YG was riding for Mustard. He started going at Drakeo. That beef started. And Drakeo got beef with the BPS for the most part because, again, DJ Mustard is from the jungles. He's associated with BPS members. If you're Mustard and you have this company you're trying to run and you're trying to be a businessman, why would you involve yourself in getting in bed with people, if this happened, who allegedly killed Drakeo the Ruler, if you don't want your name associated with anything involving Drakeo the Ruler's death? It doesn't make sense, right? Now, if you don't know the backstory as to how Drakeo and DJ Mustard started to quote-unquote beef.
So then you sign under Mustard?
I didn't sign.
Nah?
Nah, I was just I'm like,
Okay.
just around doing music. But after that, like, I don't know, like my brother and everybody was like, I don't know, maybe they seen something that I didn't see back then. So like everybody used to just be like, nah, just wait, like don't do nothing right now, like just wait, like you got your own thing, like you might not see it right now, but like your different, bro, like you got other like just wait, like so I don't know, like started getting weird, like I don't know, like I guess I didn't want to sign, so then that's I guess when like people from his group and like guess they was mad at me because I didn't want to sign, so it's like pull up at the studio session, oh we got whoop-de-whoop in here today, like come back another day. I started seeing the weird was going on, and it's just like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just part ways, because like if ain't me, because like just to me genuinely, then I'm not finna with you. Like it shouldn't have to be like, oh, if you don't want to sign, then all right, you type like.
Well, it's a business, so Draco's definitely not realistic when it, that's that. You feel me?
I don't know. So I started doing my own after that. Like,
Okay.
It didn't last that long.
All right, because your first mixtape, I Am Mr. Mosley,
Yeah.
did that come out under the 10 Summers label or no?
I mean, it didn't come. I don't think it came out under that. I know he put it on there, like,
Yeah.
but not that I know of.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that part's kind of confusing.
Yes,
I was trying to figure that part out. Okay.
Mustard was damn near already moving as if Drakeo was signed. Like, he was already, like, saying Drakeo Projects was under his, like, he was already moving as if Drakeo was signed, which is why when Drakeo decided not to sign, or when Drakeo was dragging his feet to sign, according to Drakeo, Mustard got really upset.
Well, I can see that because Mustard is using resources on you, and if you're not gonna, sign with my company, then don't allow me to use my resources on you.
Right, Mustard felt played. He felt like Drakeo used him. And,
Which he did.
he started to bring certain people around that Drakeo didn't like. Or when issues started, he would keep Drakeo out the studio. Right, like Drakeo just felt like, okay, there's weird energy going on. I'm cool. And that led to a fallout. But obviously, in the beginning, you heard a clip where Drakeo said when he got out, they had a conversation. Now, it wasn't all good, obviously, because, Drakeo began a beef with the BPS. Essentially, not because of Mustard, but Those issues started because of Mustard.
At no point in any of this did Flakko explain how this man Frankenstone is responsible for this. There's no actual proof of that.
According to people that I talked to, right? But
And he talking about Rockstar.
when Mustard and Drakeo squashed it, that didn't mean that Drakeo and the BPS squashed it. Obviously, because a BPS member allegedly killed Drakeo, right? So I don't know, man. This is just an unfortunate situation. Now, if I'm Mustard, I want to stay far away from a BPS member who murdered Drakeo the Ruler. Now, if you take this Mustard thing and you put it into context, and then you look at DJ Mustard having a role or having a hand in Kendrick Lamar's, GNX album, where Kendrick Lamar is imitating Drakeo's flow, where Kendrick Lamar have certain songs.
This is just conspiracy theory at this point. With that all being said, man, we finna get up out of here. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. Say a prayer and be blessed. We got